Hi everybody, Mary Beth Conley here. I wanted to do a quick tutorial on various ways that nonprofit organizations can benefit from the True United and Savings for Good partnership. And so one of the simplest is just straight donation. Savings for Good is designed to both create funding that we give in grant form to organizations, and that is just when the whole referral process creates one overall referral for Savings for Good, and a large chunk of that money goes to nonprofits just in a donation. So you can see an example of that below on one of the posts. I have posted a video of one of the projects we did in 2017. It was one of the first projects, actually. We donated $1,200 to an organization called Neighborhood Christian Center in Memphis, Tennessee, and that went to buy about 10,000 pounds of food, and we ended up feeding about 400 families for the week before Easter, and gave them groceries for their Easter celebration and for their whole week. And so that was pretty cool, and that was all from referrals in the Savings for Good organization. Now, I want to emphasize that does not come out of your pocket. It's your participation as a member of True United and Savings for Good that creates this overall referral. So that's the quickest and a real simple way, but the problem with that is that it's a one-time donation and it isn't ongoing, so it doesn't help the organization as much as the other options. And, you know, we focus on organizations working in under-resourced communities and focusing on generational poverty, and so that doesn't necessarily fit all organizations, and we want any organization to benefit because there's a ton of organizations, large and small, in and out of our geographical area that are doing great work in the world, and we want them all to benefit. So another really simple way is for the nonprofit itself to enroll in True United, okay, to become a member of the family, and then they create their own URL, their own referral link, okay, is what it is. So each of you being members, one of the very first things you will do is you will make your own referral link, and you will have, it's like your own kind of website with True United. And if you haven't done that yet, there is just search this page over, as you look at your Facebook page, it'll be to the left of the screen. There's a little search box, and just search training and scroll through those videos, and there will be one that'll tell you exactly how to make your own URL. So I'm going to share the screen real quick, and I'm going to show you this very simple way that a nonprofit could have supporters help create funding in an ongoing fashion for their organization. So this is just a browser, and let's say that Savings for Good was raising money as an organization. We are not. We're creating our own money, but let's just use that because they do have a membership. So you would just get, if you were an organization, let's say you create your URL, and this one is Savings for Good. And so all your supporters would have to do to help create funding for you, they would not have to enroll in anything. But they shop at Walmart, they shop at Target, they book hotel rooms through Priceline, they use gift cards, they pay utility bills, you know, whatever it is. So the, let me see it. It sure doesn't look like it's going. Let me see if I did that. Oh, yes, it is. I'm sorry. It's just slow. So what the organization could do is just shoot out to their supporters this unique URL that is their referral link, okay? So you hear referral link and you think, well, I thought you said nobody had to sign up. They don't. If they use this specific URL just to shop through, the organization is paid as if that was the organization's direct shopping. So all the supporter would have to do, let me move this page out of the way, all the supporter would have to do is put that URL in, let it go to that page, click sign in, and your organization leaders don't have to give anyone the password. See there? It's already in. All they have to do is click log in, and they're signing in as you. It's basically a guest registration, And then they can go and do their shopping, just as I showed you on an earlier tutorial, just as you're learning to do. Let's say that they need some vitamins. Well, then they can go to the vitamin shop. And there you go. They shop now through the TrueNited website, and it will say any profit points from this shopping. Now, in this case, it wouldn't be a name, it would be the organization's name, and you'd hit continue, and the supporters buy whatever they're buying, and the organization gets those reward points and gets that paycheck. Okay, see here, you're magically at the vitamin shop website. Okay, so the other, let's see, here we go. Okay, let's stop the screen share. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can navigate back to this. Oh, here we go. I clicked the wrong button, I'm sorry. Okay, so that's a really simple way. And the cool thing about this is supporters at any time can buy whatever they're buying. So it works just like Amazon Smile or just like, you know, Ebates, except it pays better. Okay, so that is also ongoing, but the problem with that is that the organization would have to keep reminding their supporters. You know, everybody has lives and everybody's busy. So an organization would have to keep prompting that and reminding and asking. And that's not horrible to do, especially with today's, you know, technology. We can make that ask fairly regularly, fairly frequently, and it's easy to do. So that's not a bad idea. The third option, though, is to show your supporters how to actually enroll as their own member on your group, so direct to your organization. And in that scenario, to me, that's what's really exciting, or the potential. Because when you enroll an organization, let's say that I support a particular organization, and that organization tells me, here's how you can let your shopping help us and help you. And so I get a free membership, just like we all have done, and I do my own shopping. I get Visa gift cards to pay my utility bills. I book airlines or hotels or trips through Priceline. I do all of that, and I move my household spending, whatever can be moved, through the TrueNited platform. I move it knowing that the organization I have enrolled with is always going to benefit from that. But I'm also going to benefit, especially if I learn how to build my own group and refer a few, who refer a few, who refer a few. In that case, the organization is going to benefit exponentially more, because I may have family members across the country who have never ever heard of the organization I enrolled to support. And they may not care about that organization's missions. They may have other organizations that they support, but they want to build an income as well. And so they enroll direct to me. Well, their spending helps me create income and helps the organization create income. And that organization could never have reached that supporter if not for me enrolling. See, I'm not likely, if I am just using the organization's designated URL to do my own shopping just for the organization's benefit. Number one, there may be months where I have other priorities and I just don't get around to it. And so the organization, unless they stay right in front of me, may not get the benefit of my spending power all the time. Number two, I am not likely, unless I started the nonprofit organization or in some other way really emotionally invested in it, I am not real likely to tell my sister in Nevada about it, whereas I will if I am building my own family's income. I'm much more invested in that. And I also am learning how people can invest, how I can build an income in this, and so I want that for my sister, right? And then my sister has friends that I don't know, that the organization doesn't know, that friend has friends, and the organization can build an ongoing income stream while helping their supporters do the same. So you see how that's a real big difference. Now, what does this mean to you as an individual? Because you may be just with us to build your own income, and you may not care about nonprofits, and that is perfectly fine, okay? But here's the deal. Imagine for a minute that you have a friend who is really, maybe they work for a great organization, or maybe they're really into rescue groups and they really love animals, and your best friend has this mission to help animals, right? It would benefit you greatly to introduce your friend and have your friend help his or her, whatever they're passionate about, create ongoing income. You don't really have to be involved except just as the introducer. Because your friend is going to help the rescue group learn how to do this, and you would get the benefit of that. And let's face it, in that example, people who rescue animals spend a lot at places like PetSmart, which coincidentally pays 7% profit points. You get my point? So you, as a business builder, could benefit a lot from helping organizations, even if you didn't get into this for that purpose. Does that make sense? So it's all very symbiotic, if you will. Savings for Good definitely wants to help organizations create funding so that they can expand their good work. But equally important to us is to help ordinary families make more money so that they have more financial peace. And those two goals fit together perfectly for your benefit, for organizations' benefit, for the world's benefit. So I hope this has been helpful. Check out the video below and see just one of the projects that Savings for Good helped in its inaugural year. It was all done through this very same concept, okay, of everyone benefiting from the whole team's work. So God bless you. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your involvement in Savings for Good.